Have you ever thought about how big your God is? How big is your God? Deborah was a prophetess and a judge in Israel, and one day she got instructions from God to tell Barak, "Hey, you need to get up. You need to get an army together, and you need to go fight the Canaanites. They're oppressing my people. It's time for you to go deliver my people." So Barak is like, "Okay, God, I will do what you say." But then he starts complaining, and he's like, "Why me? I'm not a great warrior. I don't have a strong army. I don't know if I can do this." And Deborah's like, Yeah, I hear you. But here's the thing. God's going to be with you. Don't worry." So Barak goes, "Okay, I guess I can do this. Let's go do it." And so they get the army together and they start to go out to fight the Canaanites. And as they're going out to fight the Canaanites, it says that the stars came out of their places in the sky and fought for Israel that night. Can you imagine? Like the stars in the sky were fighting on Israel's behalf? How big is your God? That's a pretty big God. We serve a pretty big God. You may be wondering, what does that mean? Why did the stars come out and fight? Well, let me tell you, Sisera, the general of the Canaanite army, he boasted and he bragged, and he said, "I'm so strong, I'm so powerful, I'm going to defeat Israel. Nobody can stop me. I'm invincible." And so when Sisera and his army see that Israel has this small little army, they're like, "Oh, this is going to be easy. We're going to defeat them. No problem." But they didn't realize that God was on the side of Israel, and God was going to make sure that Israel won this battle. So when the stars came out that night, it wasn't just a normal thing. It was a supernatural event that happened because God was involved. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, he's in this story too. He's not just a far-off, distant God. He's involved in the affairs of men. And he's on the side of those who love him, and he wants to help them. So no matter what you're facing, no matter how big the problem seems, never forget who's on your side and who's on my side. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, he's big enough to help us in our battles. He's big enough to be our protector. He's big enough to be our deliverer. He's big enough to help us when we call on his name. Barak and Israel, they didn't have the biggest army. They didn't have the best army. They didn't have the strongest army. But they had the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob on their side, and that made all the difference in the world. So next time you're facing a battle, remember, God's on your side. He wants to help you. Just call on his name and he'll be there for you.